Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lorraine, back again with another video of selfish therapy for you. Guys, if this is your first time on my channel, welcome aboard. On this channel, we talk about any and everything self-therapy. So if you're not ready to do the work, this may not be the channel for you. Guys, please make sure that you have watched my previous videos. Leave me a thumbs up if you like the video. Drop a comment below. Let me hear what your thoughts are. And don't forget to subscribe. You show your support to me by subscribing to my channel and turning on your post notification bell so whenever I post new content, you guys are notified. And you can come over and watch. Alright? But with that being said, guys, today for me is Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday. You may be seeing this video tomorrow, which is Thursday. But I hope that whichever day it is, what time it is for you, whatever time it is for you, wherever you are, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you're having a blessed week so far. It's almost Friday, 2 more days to go. Tomorrow is Friday Junior, right? But yeah, I took that up from one of my co-workers. But yeah, guys, so I hope that your week has been good so far. Wishing you nothing but good things. All of the good things them, right? But anyway, as you guys know, I'm getting ready to talk about dating a alpha female. Yeah, man, we can talk about it. I know a little bit, one or two things about it. Yeah, I was told I was more of an alpha female. Don't know. I did read a little bit on it, and it kinda, you know what, kinda. But I think I do have other qualities of the other traits as well. So, of the others as well. So, we'll talk about it, tell you a little bit that I know, and I hope that this video helps somebody. So with that being said, guys, let us jump right into it now. Let's get to the topic. All right. So guys, so I did a little poll. I don't even want to call it a poll. I did a little survey, if you must. I don't know what to call it because it wasn't a lot of people. But I sent a survey out to a couple of my friends asking what to choose from a list of personalities in women, which they apparently have a name. So a lot of this was, I wouldn't say it's new to me, but I didn't follow it up. It's not something that I looked into before to really understand the categories. But basically it says types of personalities in women. Now I'm going to read these for you, and I'll tell you so what my friend said. So I sent it and I asked, based on your experience with me, which one of these categories would I fall under, right? So let me give you a list of them first. So first it says alpha female. Now here are some of the traits of an alpha female. It says confident about herself, knows her value, possesses leadership qualities, right? It gives you like a short list. Then you have the gamma female. The gamma female is independent, likes to live an organized lifestyle, has self-confidence. Then you have omega female, which is introverted, intelligent, likes romanticism, right? And then you have the delta female, which is shy, does not fantasize, and communicates effectively. And then final one, which is number 5, you have sigma female. So the sigma female is intimidating personality, is loyal, and can be mysterious. Now, give you a little backstory how I came up and decided I wanted to talk about this. This was, I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and we're just chopping it up and to say the type of males that are usually attracted to alpha females. That's how it came up, right? And that sometimes guys are attracted to that kind of personality, but a lot of them don't know how to handle them. So it's fine. It's easy for you to, let me not say it's easy. You can get with a alpha female, but then to keep an alpha female is a little bit more difficult. And that's kind of what led me into this topic today. Let me say that. So now going back to my notes. Let me tell you, according to what I read, what an alpha female is, because I know that just kind of gave you a brief breakdown of it. So let's chat about that a little bit. So I do see a lot of different definitions of how people explain kind of fall into the same category. I mean, the same thing, very similar, but we want to focus a little bit on the alpha female today. It says an alpha female is assertive, dominant, and the center of attention in the socio-sexual hierarchy. Now, when I saw that, I was like, I don't know. But anyways, just to break it down, here are some of the traits of an alpha female. They're fearless leaders, loves learning, extremely confident, highly ambitious, has high emotional intelligence, cultivates harmony, most extroverted, responsible, go-to person of their friends, and strong. Now, I'm going to touch on a little of these, and I'm going to use myself as an example. For the most part, I agree. I believe that some of these traits are in me. By the way, pause for a second. On the list that I went through with my friends, that I said to my friends, they all said between 1 and 2, right? 1 and 2. Just to remind you, 1 is the alpha female, which is confident about herself, knows her value, possesses leadership qualities. And 2 is independent, likes to live an organized lifestyle, and has self-confidence. So they all said 1 and 2. Every single one of my friends said 1 and 2. Right? So I thought about that, because then I went down the line, me being me, started looking at all of them. So the first thing that came to mind, I was like, so hold on. I think I like romanticism. I think I communicate effectively. And I think, what's the last one? I said, I can be mysterious and I'm loyal, which is Sigma female. So I find something in myself on all of these, and every single one of these personalities. But anyway, that's just me. That's how I am, whatever. Now, going back to what it was. So that is what the alpha female is, right? Oftentimes some men believe that they don't like the alpha personality in women. Some men. And I think there's a misconception about alpha females. I really do. Right? I absolutely believe that there are misconceptions about alpha females. Now, before I get into that, some of these traits that I went over for the alpha female can be intimidating. I get it, for some men. But I think it's only a specific type of man that gets intimidated by these things. Because the right man, I promise you, the right man, a lot of times people would say our alpha female is not submissive at all. And I don't believe that's not true. I feel like for the right person, the right guy, the alpha female will be submissive. But submissive because of respect and not because they feel like you are here and they're here, right? It's more of the respect level because you're a leader and you're the head of the household, and because I feel confident and I feel secure enough that you can actually be the leader. See what I'm saying? See where I'm going with this? Follow me. A lot of times, guys will try to approach me with maybe what they've tried, they approach other women with, right? And it doesn't work. Alpha females are completely attracted to real and rawness, no matter what that looks like. So here's the thing. We know exactly what we want in a man. I can tell you that much. We know exactly what we want. Fully confident in ourselves, knows exactly what we want, and what we don't want, right? And when we don't get that, because it's never a need, it's not a we need to have a man type of a thing. And I think that intimidates people a lot of the times. I think that's one of the things that kind of push guys away or allow them to feel like they're shrinking. Now, don't get me wrong, you do have alpha females that are just super. All right, so I just told you guys what, according to the internet, what alpha females are. What is the what's the word? Why can't I speak today? What's going on? I don't know what's happening. But anyway, the definition of what an alpha female is, and I did kind of go over some of those traits. But then also, here are some of the things that they say comes with alpha personality. It says they hate to be vulnerable. I don't necessarily know if I hate it, because I don't necessarily have a problem. It just depends on who. I have a problem with being vulnerable with everybody. You know what I mean? It has to have a sense of trust. And I don't know if that's just necessarily an alpha female type of a thing, or it's just more of women or people. I don't know. So let's dissect this together. All right. So that's one thing. I've been told I'm an alpha female. However, yeah, I don't know if it's that I hate being vulnerable, but maybe with who, right? That's one. The other thing is that alpha females can be intimidating. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like, yes. And I don't know if it's just alpha females, but that for sure comes with my personality. And it does not mean that you're a mean person. It doesn't mean that you walk around trying to be the big bad wolf. Your confidence, the confidence that you hold, and the way how you walk in a room, and the way how you speak, and the way how you carry yourself, and the way how you address certain things head on, can be intimidating, because there's some things in you that other people wish they may have. Alpha female is the person that says the thing. I'm definitely a person that says the things that people are thinking, but in a professional way, in the nicest way possible. Might come out stern, but it's still respectful. Most respectful way possible. That's the word I'm looking for. So I definitely say the things that people may not be as comfortable saying. So yeah, okay, I'll give that a check as an alpha female. The other thing is, they might make people feel, others feel less. So I think that would also fall into the category of intimidating others. It's not, we don't wake up and say, oh, I'm gonna intimidate this person today. That's not really what it is. Being ourselves and walking with the confidence that we have, and speaking in a certain kind of way, and owning the room no matter where that is or who is in that room, can kind of like make people feel like they're shrinking. So that I could understand. It also says they're highly career oriented. That's a fact. That is true. I think there's something, I don't know if it goes with pride, why you feel like, hey, I must have my own. I can tell you this, I'm one of those people that I don't need people. I want to have people in my life. I want to, like, for instance, I've been single for a minute, and I would love to have a man in my life to build with and to grow with, but I won't just have any man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it has to be somebody that is coming to contribute to what's going on in my life. It's not so much financially. That is a part of it, but that's not, to me, that's not the only thing, right? I would love to have a partner, not just to have a man for a man's sake. So yes, because of those things, we're about something substantial and being very intentional about the things that we do. I get it. Yeah, I get that it could be, there's always, it's never, I'm just going to sit down and just do nothing. We are go-getters, and it's not so much the money that's driving us. And it's not the title. It's the feeling that we're making, that sense of feeling that you're making an impact, right? That you're making a difference, that you are achieving that goal, right? So that's kind of what it is for the best way to explain it. Then it says, ooh, this is a bad one. We can be cold. I have to be honest. Yes, That's true. I look at it, it's not the nicest thing, but that is true. I would say that. That is definitely a fact. I think I've gotten a lot better. I feel like the younger me was brutal. The younger me was very, man. Oh my God, I've changed though. I absolutely have grown and matured a lot more, changed, learned how to lean more into my feelings and to embrace it a little bit more, learn how to be a little bit more vulnerable with the right people. And yeah, but honestly, absolutely. But even till now, sometimes depends on who it is or what it is, I can absolutely become super cold. And a part of one of the things, as an example, I still have till this day, I don't know where did I learn that from or where I got it from, but until this day, I know that I can be really good with a person today, like now, and everything is good, and you betray me, it's almost like you don't exist. I don't get up talking about you. I don't get up thinking about you. It's almost, I don't know. It's like I filed it somewhere back here I don't know. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. Others, I take a longer time to let go of than some, but once that line is dropped, it's like you don't exist to me anymore. It's not the same. So I guess that could be considered cold, I guess. But yeah. Hate to be like others. It depends. Because I can tell you this. Yeah, I'm definitely me. I don't want to be any specific person. But there are things, there are people that I admire. Maybe the way somebody speaks, the way somebody talks, the way, maybe it's not, you know what, this could be some truth to this, because it's not necessarily that I want to be the person or be like them, but they may have certain things that I admire, and it's like, hey, that's kind of like something that I would strive for. But I don't want to be like anybody. I don't know. Maybe because I think so much into the spiritual world, and I realize what may come with other people. Like, I feel like I have such a blessed life. Like, it's not perfect, and that there's certain things that I would love to, I wouldn't say change, but I would love to happen in my life. But if it never happens, I can't say I live one of the worst lives. Right? I can't say that I'm extremely happy, and even with the things that I went through as a kid up until now, I feel like I've just been so blessed in so many ways, which I'm so grateful for, that I don't think I would change anything, right? Because it made me who I am today, and I'm proud of I'm proud of her. I'm proud of me. So I've never really yearn to be anybody else, to be honest. I really haven't. I mean, there are things that I would like to improve. There are areas of opportunity that I can fix on me, which I pray about all the time. But other than that, I don't want to be nobody else. I love being me. I like Jody. I really do. Y'all don't know it's Jody, but I like the Ray. Next up, it says an alpha female can get bored easily. I could see where that came from. I would. And let me explain. For me, if we're talking about, like, for instance, when I'm at work, I master things pretty quickly. I'm a fast learner, and no matter what I do, it doesn't matter what you gave to me, once I learn it, I'm going to make sure I master it. I make sure I have it so that I can actually do it in my sleep. That's my personality. But once I learn that thing, I get bored of it. I need to move on. I need to move to the next thing, learn the next thing, right? And I don't necessarily know if that's a good or a bad thing, but that's how I am. In relationships, yes, I can get bored, but I think that was the younger me that didn't understand certain things in life or was not fully mature as of yet. Right now, I still do think I can get, I wouldn't even say bored, but it depends on who I'm dealing with. I feel like I have to be with somebody that is aligning with me, and it doesn't mean it have to be the same exact person, but there have to be a sense of growth, or else I will get bored with that person. I will get bored being at the same spot every single time, because I feel like I'm always a person that's trying to achieve better. Because the life that I have to live on here, I absolutely believe that it could be taken away from me in a split second, or you may not be able to do the things that you can do right now. So I feel like time is being wasted when you're just not doing anything. And don't get me wrong, there's a time to be still, and then there's a time to make moves. And for a person, I can't be making moves and you're being still, because I get bored of that. I get bored of doing the same thing over and over, because I like spontaneity. That's just me. And it don't have to be a big spiel all the time, but let's do something. Let's learn together. Let's grow. Let's learn something new together. Let's start a project. Let's do something. If you're just a person that's just here and there and go and I can absolutely get bored of that, and that's a fact. That's just the truth. Okay. They also said we're all about balance. Facts. That is true. For me, either too much or not enough of any one thing is a problem. It throws me off a lot. I feel like you can't play too much and not take care of priority, and you can't do work too much and not have any fun. You can't be in my face too much, and you can't not be in my face enough. So it's like, I'm talking about like in a relationship, like you have to, there's certain things that it's like there has to be some kind of balance, right? It says we're not pushovers. You guys should have sensed that already. I'm definitely not a pushover. If somebody's I feel like if there's a line that I have, there's an imaginary line that I have, I try to tell people about it. So some people get it, but very few and far in between. People might not catch it right away. However, when they do step over that line, they'll understand that I'm definitely not a pushover. It's not about violence. It's definitely about, like I said, I take away myself. I have boundaries that I am not willing to let anybody cross, because my peace matters to me a lot. Okay, so definitely not a pushover. Nobody really intimidates me. It says not easily intimidated. I'm not. I don't know. I can't. Maybe I'm just growing into myself, because when I was younger, I could remember times that I felt intimidated, especially when it comes to in my work environment. There are a lot of times when a specific type of leader may walk in, and I could feel the anxiety hitting, only because, hey, this person has the control over what happens to your career. So, or I walk into a room and I'm scared to speak. Not really scared, but it's like I feel some kind of anxiety, which, because you're nervous and you're anxious, you may not speak as well, and that's because somebody else is intimidating you. But I don't know, something happened over the years that made me walk into who I was made to be. So I'm not easily intimidated, and I'm not easy, and it could just be paired with the faith that I have that God will always take care of it. No matter what happens or where I go in my life, God will take care of it. So it's like, and I don't look at the flesh. I see the spirit, and I know that God is included in what I do, and He won't put me at a table that I was not prepared for. And that's the mindset that I have. And it sounds cliche to some people, but honestly, that's really what I walk with. It's just like, because what is the worst that you can do? It's tell me to leave your table. I'm not gonna die, right? So that's just me. It says we never compete. That's facts. No, sweetheart, I'm not gonna compete with nobody for nothing, because if it was mine, I don't need to compete. Let me back up a little bit. The one thing I can tell you that I may still be intimidated about now is when it comes to singing. For me to get up on a stage and really sing, a sense of anxiety, so I'm intimidated by the crowd and what the feedback may be. I know that. That's why people will tell me, oh, you need to go on American Idol, you need to join The Voice. People say that to me all the time. But for me, I cannot fathom competing with other people. Sometimes I hear some people sing and I'm like, my goodness, this is crazy, the way how beautiful their voice is. And I would say to myself, and I'm super confident, don't get me wrong, but when I hear talent, I know talent, I see talent, and I recognize talent, and I'm telling you, some of these girls deserve to win. Maybe that's where my lack of confidence may come in at times, but I don't get it. If I feel like it's a competition of who needs to be there, no, my thing has to be a clean cut type of a thing, or it ain't for me. The other thing is, I accept criticism. That's true, if it's done respectfully. I actually welcome feedback. I ask for it. And sometimes I get it. Some people may say they want it, but don't know how to handle it because it's maybe not what they expected. And it creates problems at times. Not everybody is open to constructive criticism. So I always welcome it. I ask my bosses all the time. I said, you guys have to let me know, because if you don't tell me, I won't know what to fix. I don't know what areas of opportunities to start focusing on. So you have to tell me. And that's one of the things I welcome. And when they do tell me things that I work on, the only take back to that is that as long as it's being done respectfully, that's all I ask. And it's the same for my personal life as well. I know some people may not want to tell me, because again, I told you I do have an intimidating personality at times. But yeah, I that's something I could take back. It doesn't matter who you are. I value what you say, I want you to give me feedback. And my family could tell you that I could take it. I may not always agree with what you say, and I'm entitled to disagree, but it does not take away from that's your perspective, that's your reality, right? So yeah, that's another thing. Let's see what else they got. I mean, they say we're smart. Thank you so much. I do think there are other types of female personalities that they are considered smart as well. They may not be fall under the alpha category, but I do think they're smart. So yeah, I guess it's a win-win. I'll take it. We keep the best intentions. That's another one. I agree with that. Well, I can speak for me. Some people may take our forwardness or our bluntness as intent for hurt, but that's not the case with me. I am blunt. I say it like it is, because I feel like I do people no justice by my intention is not to hurt your feelings, right? And I feel like with that, it may be received a little bit better. So yeah, my approach is a little bit different. The other piece to that though is, in general, I'm not a small talk type of person. I don't like beating around the bush. I feel like it's playing games. I feel like I'm just a straightforward person, and sometimes that's not received in the best way. So yeah, I'm working on it, but I'm still. Now here's this one. They say we manage stress. Alpha females manage stress. I don't know if they meant to say well or not well, but I can tell you this. I don't know about that part. I think I need a moment, right? I would need a moment. Like, for instance, in the initial peak of the stress, I might cry, I might get frustrated, I might just, but I need a second. But once I get that off my chest, once I get my little 2 minute to vent, because I don't need to vent long either. Once I get that little 2 minutes to get that off my chest, it's back to work, back to the drawing board, back to, okay, so now this is what I have to work with. Let me get this done. That's how I am. So I don't know if that's considered managing it, because I'm not a person that pretends that I'm not feeling frustrated. I'm not a person that pretends that, oh, I'm perfectly okay. This is completely chaotic around me, and I'm just gonna be okay. I'm okay. I'm not worried. No, I'm not. If I say that, I'm really not worried. I'm really not stressed. But if I am stressed, you're gonna know that I'm stressed and I'm frustrated. I don't know if that's the best thing, but yeah, that's just how I am. So I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but that is the truth. So I don't know if they meant to say manage your stress well, but yeah, girl. Motivator, a good motivator. That's a motivator. A good motivator. I motivate people. That's a fact. No matter what I'm going through in my life, this is something that I've told no matter where I am. And I'm not a person that talks to everybody. I'm not super friendly. I feel like I'm changing though. It says something about we're extroverted, and I really thought I was an introvert, but I don't know. I think I'm changing. But anyways, back to the problem at hand. So yeah, I find myself always constantly motivating people. Like every single day I find some way of motivating somebody. Like I don't care what it is or who it is, I'm going to motivate you to get it done, to do whatever it is that you want to do. That's just who I am. Sometimes I think back and I say, how did I even get into that conversation? How did I... Child, I don't know, but that is a fact. And it says, because we do life with no regrets. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. Oh, maybe I'm really not an alpha female after all. There were, not anymore, I'm good, I've made peace, but there were things that happened in my past that I felt like I had some regrets towards. So that's kind of hard for me to say no. It's not many things, I could tell you that. It's really not a couple of things. It's really one thing I can say that I had wished I had done things differently. But outside of that, I can't think of anything, but it's still something, right? So I can't say live life with no regrets. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. So, listen, that's really what it is. Again, she is confident in her abilities. She's graceful under pressure. She is able to see everyone equally. That's a fact. She is proud to be a woman. I am. And she's a natural born leader. That's true. I've been told that a couple of times. So, anyways, those are a couple things that I went through. I don't want this video to be super longer than it really should. This is the part 1 of a 2-part video. I just wanted to go into what are some of the personality traits of being an alpha female. I've been told I was an alpha female. I definitely do have some of those qualities, a lot of those qualities that fall under that category. So, I mean, I guess I could own it. I guess. What I will do on my next video is, I think I'll try to keep it a little bit shorter. So, but part 2 of this is we will be talking about some of the negative traits of an alpha female and what it's like to date an alpha female. So that will be part 2 of this video, guys. Make sure that you stay tuned for the second one. If you do like this video, please leave me a thumbs up. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Turn on your post notification bell so whenever I post new content, you guys are notified and you can come watch up the things. Okay? Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video because I'm going to love you and leave you today. Peace.